It is day 2 of DeFi Dungeons. I'm going to go over what was happening last night. I've already gone through and worked out some things, and I'll tell you how I'm upgrading and what looks to be potentially the best option. So, firstly, I've just jumped onto a couple of dungeon experiences. Dungeon experiences are probably the best if you can set aside 15 minutes and then you can jump on them and then continue to jump on them. I didn't make a mistake in yesterday's video where I said when it came to questing, that you had to do it every 1 hour. So you had to claim it and then put it back on, claim it, put it back on. That was not the case. That was not what the doc said. It's just what was being pushed in Discord yesterday. It was wrong. We're all good. All right, let's move on to this. I've just gone ahead and got 18 gold, 9 gold, and 21 gold. So 48 gold from one 15-minute quest. 48 gold is worth $1.53. So it's not bad earnings, to be perfectly honest. And I'm not going to resend it right now. I'm just going to show you a few more things. Also, sometimes you get equipment from here as well. So when I've done this one, what's probably going to be the common approach is to continue to upgrade your NFTs and probably to buy some gold initially. The other important thing to note is gold has come down initially. It's come on down from the high of 4.3 cents, and now it's down back to like 3 cents. 3.3 cents. Oh, sorry, what have we done here? So this price was obviously everyone wanting to get in as much as they could, and now they've kind of got what they need, and we're around this 3 cents. It can of course go down, but this may be a good time for you to go and accumulate a little bit, just so you can start to upgrade your NFTs if you haven't already done so. Okay, so I'm going to go into the loot exchange here, and then just going to sell them. You can wait this timer to then go and try again, and maybe you'll get more, but I don't live in a patient enough world to do that. That's fine. The really cool thing is when you do this, the bankers get a little cut of it as well, 10% tax. If you have a banker, make sure it's staked here. I don't. I'd like to see how many bankers are actually staked. Okay, over here, I've got some items. I need 2 items. These items I can equip, and then I can do better in my dungeons as well. I'll show you that in a moment. But I want to go into the quests. And I haven't done, I did the quest overnight, and then I went and claimed some stuff. And this essentially gave me like some things which I could sell them for gold, and then other stuff that just a whole lot of dungeon keys. The dungeon keys are very, very valuable. And the only dungeon keys that I have are for Forgotten Grove. I don't know where it says how many keys I have, but I do have them. I know I can see them if I go into my bag. I've got 7 here. I don't have any of the others. So when I have some of the others, I will partake in those ones as well. And now if we go to training, I did spend a bit of time upgrading. We couldn't upgrade yesterday. So I've gone and upgraded one to a max amount and having it deliberately low on power and vitality. My expectation is fortune and luck, they're actually going to give outsized returns potentially. I have to see if it's true, but yeah, this is what I currently have. Also, I want to try something later on where I go ahead and I put these into questing as well. I keep these in questing and I put the ones with a more powerful base into dungeons. However, keep in mind that if you go for dungeons, you have to be on it every 15 minutes. If you jump into questing, you can leave it there for days. So that's what I've done. And just to show you how you can actually upgrade, this one's the lowest level, so we'll go here. This is your combat level, and this is the average of your statistics. So if we upgrade like this, confirm, then we've upgraded. Bulk upgrade is working. You just select them all, add your power, and purchase like that. So this is a time saver for sure. And you can just select whichever ones you want. Okay, now that that's sorted, let's get into the dungeons. We'll get into the dungeons, we'll start it, and then we'll come back in 15 minutes. So click on this. Oh, actually, one thing before we do that is I want to add some equipment. This is the first time that I've added equipment, so we'll go to My Heroes, and then if we just hover over each of these pieces, we can see if we have any fitting pieces. And then if we've got a lot of equipment, then we can see that in the tavern, and we can work out like what is worthwhile, but we don't have anything there. So which is my most powerful one? Probably this one. So I'm just going to see if I can go a little bit crazy with that one and this one. I've only got 2 pieces of equipment thus far, and we've got a couple of keys. So let's send them all and Let's have some fun. Cool. Thus far, I'm really enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun. And I still have 4 Forgotten Grove keys right now at present. So you do need to have a balance. And if you've got a couple of NFTs, it might be a worthwhile to quest with some and then just into the dungeons with another, because you can't buy any of these keys. You have to earn them yourself. All right, we'll give this 15 minutes and then we'll come back. So while we're waiting for the dungeons to finish, which is only just going to be a couple of minutes here, we can see 3 active for 3 minutes. I'll just point out that the combat level required for this one is just 1. Previously, when we went through the docs, it said 20, so that's what my assumption was, but it's actually only 1. Also, when you grab equipment items, you can lose those items. So you just got to be mindful of that. And your chance to kill this is 70%, but as the statistics get higher for your NFTs, then it's higher and higher. So I'll show you that a little bit later as well. So if the question is, what's the ROI on it? I don't know, but I'm kind of working that out. And hopefully within the next day or so, we'll have some kind of idea. Of course, if the token price goes down, if there's less demand, then the ROI changes. But at present, it looks pretty decent. I will give you some information in my next video on that. The other thing is, a couple of people will say just immediately off the gate, it's a Ponzi. Is it just a Ponzi, right? All of crypto is a Ponzi. Just all of the world is a Ponzi. Just some are better Ponzis than others. And I'm just being blatant. If you have a house, you want someone to buy it from you at a higher price. An Apple stock doesn't really do anything. Like, you can't really shift the course of Apple, right? They just do whatever they do and you just aim to sell it. Same with Amazon stocks, same with everything. So the world is essentially a Ponzi. It's just, is this a fun thing? And is this a fun thing that you want to play that could potentially make you some money? And not financial advice, but yeah, I think it definitely could. But more than that, it's fun. It brings people to Solana. It makes people aware that there's cool stuff happening over here. In some regards, DeFi is the only real use case for crypto. But the other side, when it comes to games is like the biggest audience in the world. Like, there are so many gamers, it's just absolutely insane. All right, we're going to give this a few more seconds and then we'll go ahead and we'll claim them. I would like to see, 20 games like this. I would like to see blockchains that have no fun, like Cardano, have cool games. I don't think it's going to happen, to be perfectly honest, but I would like to do it. I would like that to be seen. So if you're staying out because it's not your thing, that's fine. I do feel you're in the minority. So all these were successful, which is cool. This one, some equipment was lost, which was a shame. And it doesn't look like I've got any more equipment. Damn, that's unfortunate. And okay, I've got 72 gold. Cool. 72 gold for 15 minutes work is $2. Nice. It's not bad. It's not bad, is it? Cool. That was fun. This is honestly, it's fun. Now, there's going to be a major push just to take this and to reinvest it initially, and probably even a better idea to just pump your balance up to upgrade your NFTs and then get into as well. I've got nothing questing here at the moment, and I think I want to start questing for a couple of hours, and then I'll come back into the dungeons. We'll just very quickly just go to the tavern, go to the loot exchange. I don't know the best way to do it like this, like if you want to wait and then sell it in the future, but I'm impatient. I'm just happy to sell it right now. There will be some kind of mastery when it comes to knowing when the best prices are, but I don't know what it is. Cool, I'm gonna go and upgrade a few more stats. You can see this one was maxed out here. I'm gonna see what this looks like. Actually, I'm gonna leave it how it is for the most part. We'll just go and add a little bit. We don't have a whole lot. There we go. We're going bulk upgrade. I do like the bulk upgrade function. It works really well. We're gonna go put these all in for a couple of hours of questing. And then in my next video, I'm going to go over that. I will end up doing like one big tutorial, which goes over everything. So just keep in mind, like if you miss something, that's completely fine. But we're going to send them all here. We can see our loot chance. This one has a lot more fortune and luck. And so my loot chance and my chance of getting my thieves, I don't know if this is going to look like I'm going to be getting a lot better stuff, to be honest. Travelers, okay. This one's obviously a lower level, not a whole lot of looking at a wooden crate. Okay. And the dungeon keys, I would have expected this to have been better. So, all right, we'll still got a little bit of learning to do when it comes to actually working out what are the right combinations to use in order to get as much value out of the game. Earn as much gold, just win. Just win. Ignore the tariffs and just get tired of winning. Well, that's all for day 2. I may do another short video at the end of day 2, just because it's a lot of fun. I think there's a lot more things that we need to learn. But for now, this is the game. It is really, really cool. So make sure you're enjoying it. Cheers. That's all. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe and check out these 2 videos over here.